I get asked this over and over again. If you're such a leftist, why don't you advocate for regulations on AI? Here's the thing. I think, you could do stuff like tax data centers, and you could require data centers to fund the amount of power plus a certain percent, and it's got to be renewable. You could do all kinds of stuff, but that's data center construction regulation, not AI. You could say, okay, well, any company building an AI has to make sure that it's safe. You need to define the safety standards that you mean. And for what industry? Like, safe is a very broad term. And the safest thing you could do is just not own a computer. So, like, you have to kind of figure out where is the line between safe and unsafe and for which thing, right? And the industry has largely done a lot of this definition work. But if you're outside of the industry, to do this definition work, you need to understand how AI works and what you can actually define. The third thing is dangerous AI is not regulatable. In the same way that the Geneva Convention did not become a law of nature and now it's impossible to do things that are banned under the Geneva Convention, it's just some rules somebody wrote down somewhere. And so here's the thing. Aliens would not be bound by the Geneva Convention. We could say, hey, aliens, the Geneva Convention, and they would go blah, 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 blah in their alien language and wouldn't care. And so AIs that are very intelligent are the same as aliens. They're not bound by the Geneva Convention because we don't have the ability to force them to do things if they escape, okay? It's sort of like how you can have laws, but that does not prevent crime. Laws don't prevent crime. Laws define crime, right? They're threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. They're just a promise of violence backed up by the state. So that's the thing about AIs, is you can't regulate their behavior if they choose not to abide by the regulations. Oh, but AIs don't do anything unless you tell them. We've actually been able to do it extremely well for a year. A year. You're behind by at least a year. This chart was prophesied in 2005 by Ray Kurzweil. Anyway, scientists are on this. It's not that nobody's thinking about it. If you want to get on board, I mean, we teach classes, so let us know if you want to help.